Hello, Ms. Kwan, and welcome everybody to my sinusoidal functions project. Today we'll be looking at the amount of sunlight that we have gotten in Alberta. Pause right here. I made a mistake. The website I was using actually told me the sunlight for London instead of Alberta. So from now on, I'll be replacing when I say Alberta with London. I just realized this after I filmed this, so hopefully you understand. And let's get back to the video. In 2023, as well as some specific dates in those months to see how much sunlight we got in those months, as well as celebrations that we do for those days that I chose. Without further ado, let's see how much sunlight we got in Alberta in 2023. Starting out, I had to have at least 5 points, but for this one I had 1 point for each month, which comes up to 12 points. Each of those points having a special occasion. Information about the situation, we'll get to that later. A picture, a table identifying this information. First of all, I picked a date from each of the months, and then I translated that to how many days through the year that date was. For the X value, that's how many days through the year we're at, which also coincides with a date of the year. For Y value, I started out with hours, then converted to minutes by taking the first whole number, timing it by 60, and then its decimal number, timing it by 60 to see how many minutes of sunlight we got in that year. Then I took those minutes and put them as our Y value. Let me tell you about each of these points and how much sunlight we got on those points. First is January 16th, 16 days through the year. We got 8.21 hours of sunlight, which equates to 442.6 minutes of sunlight, starting out pretty low for the year. February 7th, 38 days through the year, 9.29 hours of sunlight, which equates to 557.4 minutes of sunlight, which is considerably higher than the first month, but it didn't go up too much. March 10th, 69 days through the year, 11.27 hours of sunlight, 676.2 minutes of sunlight. So we're still going up slowly throughout the year. April, 116 days through the year. On April 28th, 14.31 hours of sunlight, 858.6 minutes of sunlight, a very high jump in sunlight in minutes. May 24th, which we had 141 days through the year at this point, 15.52 hours of sunlight, 931.2 minutes of sunlight, which is pretty high, and we'll see that increase in June. June 8th, 159 days through the year, we had 16.29 hours of sunlight, 977.4 minutes of sunlight, which is still getting higher at this point, but from now on in July, I think we're going to start getting lower. July, 189 days through the year, 16.25 hours of sunlight, 975 minutes of sunlight. We are starting to go down a little bit. At this point, we are going down. August 5th, 217 days past, 15.14 hours of sunlight, 908.4 minutes of sunlight. So now we're slowly going down as the months progress as we get into the latter half of the year. September, 271 days through the year, 11.51 hours of sunlight, 690.6 minutes of sunlight, which is significantly lower than the past few months. October 29th, 302 days through the year, 9.52 hours of sunlight, 571.2 minutes of sunlight. So we're still going down and down and down. On November 7th, 9.2 hours of sunlight, 552 minutes exactly. We're still going lower, but it's starting to stagnate a little bit. December, 348 days through the year, 7.52 hours of sunlight, 451.2 minutes, which is basically our lowest so far. Until we get to January 1st of the new year, 452.4 hours of sunlight, which signifies the sinusoidal function looping again at 366 days through the year, of course. That's our table and how much sunlight we got in each month throughout the entire year. Now we can find out our different facts about it: amplitude, median, and period. Amplitude, so the first value, which is A, ended up being 262.1. Median, which I calculated, which would be the D value, midline at 713.59099493 minutes of sunlight, which is our D value in this case. The period, 2 pi divided by B value, which our B value was 0.01655333165. 2 pi divided by that large number gives us 379.5725954 to give us that nice round number at a whole number. I already talked about the equation, which I would have put up on the screen, and as well as a graph that I will also put up on the screen with like the amplitude and all that stuff as well. Now we get to the interesting part. What is the special occasions that we celebrate on these dates? Let's go back through all of them and I'll tell you. On January 16th, we celebrate Nothing Day. You literally celebrate nothing. Nothing happens. You do nothing on Nothing Day, which is January 16th. So if you ever get up one day and you just don't want to do nothing, you just want to stay in bed and do nothing, you better hope it's January 16th, because then you can celebrate and do absolutely nothing. On February 7th, it is E Day, and on that day we celebrate that number that the mathematician made. We celebrate E. So if you're a mathematics teacher, which I know mathematics teachers watching this to grade me, you better be celebrating E and teaching it to your class on this day, whether it's kindergarten, grade 1, grade 2, I don't care, bro. You gotta be teaching E because it's E. day on February 7th. You must be teaching it. My personal favorite on March 10th, it's a me, Mario Day. It's Mario Day on that day where everybody celebrates Mario and everything that he's done. Mario is an icon in the gaming sphere, and he deserves a day that we all celebrate. March 10th, we celebrate Mario Day. April 28th, we celebrate the Richter scale. So if you're a mathematics teacher, especially in grade 12, you better be teaching the Richter scale and just how much joy it brings to everyone rather than pain, because we all have to know it for tests and stuff, and we don't want to know that. May 24th, it is Talk Like Yoda Day. I cannot do a Yoda impression, so I will not be doing that for you today. You get no Yoda impression from me, but on that day, everybody be talking like Yoda, or they get killed by a Jedi. Quote by me, you die if you don't talk like Yoda. You get your head chopped off or first choke. I don't care, you die. June 8th. You might think that's something wacky to celebrate on the day, but unlike my personality, which is very wacky, we just celebrate Best Friend Day on that day. If you have a best friend on June 8th, you better be hanging out with them, celebrating all day, and you better be spoiling them like they're a god or a king or immortal. You better be spoiling them or you're a disgrace to our planet. July 8th, it is Video Game Day. Every gamer on the planet celebrates Video Game Day, but also on this day, it is also Math 2.0 Day. I don't know why they decided to put Math Day and Video Game Day on the same day. It just makes no sense. There's no correlation unless you're on cool math games. July 8th, we all celebrate video games and mathematics. So if you're a math teacher, make sure math is a god on that day, because that's what we're celebrating on that day. August 5th, it is Work Like a Dog Day. On that day, you better be working hard, no stopping, 24/7, work, no breaks, no nothing, no lunch, no nothing. You must work like a dog on that day, because it is Work Like a Dog Day. September 28th, Ask a Stupid Question Day, and our class is very great at that, so that is our day. We basically do this every day, so that day is easy for us. Asking stupid questions is our whole entire stick in that class, I swear. Everyone be asking stupid questions, even I do it, and on this day, I get to get away with it and ask as many stupid questions as I want to piss off my teacher. My mic just broke. On that day, ask all the stupid questions you want and you will be answered. October 29th, Internet Day. Internet is basically gone from now on. You learn everything from the internet. The internet is taken over. Without the internet, we will all die. On this day, we celebrate the internet for everything is done for us, and we do not touch grass, which is ironic because on this day, 571.2 minutes of sunlight, which means that we can spend more time on the internet rather than being outside touching grass like normal human beings should be doing. Grass is our mortal enemy on this day, and you better be celebrating Internet Day on this day. November 7th, Man-Made Dinner Day. On this day, if you are a woman and you're in a relationship, you better be asking your husband to make dinner. I don't care how you do it. Tie him up, force him to make dinner. He must make dinner. It is Men Make Dinner Day. You get your day off to do whatever you want rather than make dinner. Force him to make you dinner. December 14th, Monkey Day. In our culture, monkeys have been resurging. The term monkey is kind of a racist term. We celebrate monkeys on this date, revert back to monkey on this date, and celebrate monkeys forever. And yeah, Monkey Day. Alright, that was my mathematics sinusoidal function project. I hope you enjoyed my celebration facts about every single date that I used to calculate the sunlight in Alberta of 2023. Please give me an A+, 99%. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.